Hey everyone, it's still freezing. I'm still sick, but it's snowing and I'm going stir crazy. So let's just take a quick walk around the garden, see if anything looks decent. Sometimes, well, a lot of the times, snow can make our gardens in the winter look a lot prettier than they would look otherwise. So let's just take a walk around. Plus, I got this balaclava thing on. I bought this before the holidays when I thought I was going to be working outside in really cold weather at the garden center in December. Turns out it wasn't really that cold in December, so I didn't need it, but it's coming in handy today. Anyway, so I'm going to turn you around. Just take a bit of a walk through the garden, see what we see. I think I'm not using my gimbal today, so I think I should be able to turn you around just like this. Yeah. So the one thing I want to say is that not really crazy about this laurel. It's been here for, well, probably since about 2016. It's very difficult in the last couple of years to keep it size controlled. Though it looks pretty in the snow, and I do want to keep an evergreen here. I just don't think this is going to be the one. It's just getting too large and overshadowing all of its neighbors. I like the way the Goshiki Falls holly looks in the snow with its variegation. I also like the way the St. John's wort looks, even though it's gone brown. It's still pretty. I think I also want to get a couple of more of these Carex. Now those are Carex Feather Falls. And I know I talked about putting those in between the wee white hydrangeas here instead of the catmint. I think we need a couple more down here between this poor little guy, the blue jangles, between him and the stackies there. And maybe another one here, kind of where the solar light is. I think that would provide some nice winter interest. We all know how much hydrangeas provide winter interest when you leave their seed heads. And they really do. They're really pretty. And the oak leaf hydrangeas too. Not just with the seed heads, but with their peeling bark. And the leaves that are kind of hanging there, they're purple. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time out here looking at this stuff in the winter, but it is pretty when you come out. Looks like we do have some branches down. Love the all the red berries on this holly. Now, we did not plant this holly here. Believe it or not, it was just a stump when we moved in. My neighbors had to cut down because they didn't like the way it was growing, and it is a little bit misshapen. But cutting it down did not stop it from coming back, as you can see. And I've left it because if it wasn't here, we would have no privacy. But we do have to try to rein it in a little bit. My husband was looking out the window about an hour ago and said that, yeah, that holly definitely needs to be pruned, but it's very pretty to look at. You can see the rhododendrons are all budded up for the new year. The new season, I should say. As well as the ones in here. Their buds are much smaller. I don't know if they're different types of rhododendrons. They certainly look similar, and the flowers are the exact same color. But the could just be that these are a younger specimen too. I'm almost afraid, yeah, to look. These need water. Not sure how you're supposed to get them water at this time of the year with the ground frozen. They look, I'll have to compare the look of these two laurels with the more mature specimens that I just walked by. Because this one actually looks like it's wilting. The juniper doesn't seem to have gotten any worse, but we'll see. I mean, definitely see a dead branch down there, and the branches that were browning up are even more brown. Still in a drought, unfortunately. I mean, there is snow on the ground. It's just not enough, really. I'm just taking a look at the coral embers willows. Look at the color. I tell you what, I cannot wait to get these in the ground and start landscaping the area where these are going to go. Now, it's not going to be a huge landscape project with tons and tons of shrubs. Well, let's walk up there real quick and I'll show you where those are going. While we're walking up there, my neighbors probably think I'm nuts. One reason why I came out right now is because my neighbors on either side are not home at the moment. It's silly that I feel really self-conscious coming out here, even in beautiful weather, filming when neighbors are around. So when they're not home, I take the opportunity to come out. So here we are at the top of our property, just in front of the meadow, where the meadow starts. And here we have, in the cage here, is a sweet bay magnolia, which I think needs to move slightly back a little bit and to the right. And then the second one we have, which is not growing in the same location, is going to move somewhere over here, if possible. And there's a lot of tree stumps there from the previous ash trees, but we're going to try to get that here. So there'll be 2 sweet bay magnolias. So 1, 2. In between them is going to be the 3 coral embers willows. In front of them, I would like to do a bunch of Ilex glaber, like shamrock, like maybe 7 of them in an arc. And then just a couple of perennials, like some string theory Amsonia, which is pretty in 3 seasons of the year. And maybe a couple of Niagara Falls grasses. That would look so pretty here. Hopefully we can get that started this year. Again, I'm not trying to go crazy, but I do feel like this area needs a bit of a facelift. I actually have not been over here to look at these 2 Itea. These are the newer ones called Fountains of Rouge. We planted in the fall. I think that they were a nice addition, but I still do want to bring a bird bath back up here, probably right there, or maybe between the 2 in front a little bit. Let's see our panicum grasses that we transplanted up here. At least I think you can. Having trouble zooming in without my gimbal. You can kind of see those taller grasses over there. All right, let's make our way back down here a little bit. I did look at the laurels, the existing laurels that we've had for several years. And to me, those 2 new ones do look like they're wilted, which is concerning, very concerning. Can you see those Arctic sun dogwoods glowing? They're so pretty. When I was out here, I don't know, maybe last week, I did notice that our gray owl juniper had some deer nipping on it, which is interesting because eastern red cedars Again, it's supposed to be something that is deer resistant. But when they're hungry, they'll eat anything. Look how pretty they are. And even the, let's go around the other side. The cypress over there. Don't they look pretty in the snow? They're so blue. Yeah, really, really loving the way these plants turned out. Maybe I should have planted more of those because these are so darn drought tolerant. It's incredible. Let's just walk up this side real quick. All the evergreens we've planted on this side of the yard this year, or in the last couple of years, it looks so much better than it used to. And I like that I've even thrown in some metal orbs for some interest at this time of the year. This one, I love. This one lights up. Battery operated. I really like that here in that new concrete urn I bought in the fall. So we don't have a lot of lighting on this side of our yard. I mean, we have some twinkle lights on our spruce tree here, but nothing back here other than a couple of spotlights there that light up the house. But, you know, we have the fence lit up on the other side, so I feel like this side's a little bit darker. So if anything I could put over here to brighten it up just makes it magical in the winter. I was just watching the Gardening Simplified show, the Proven Winners Gardening Simplified. They were talking about pruning butterfly bushes. Well, not strictly about that, but reminds me that I have got to prune these in the spring because I really do want to make these grow a lot more dense. Love the way the grasses look at this time of the year too. So I'm going to end here. Just really wanted to come out real quick, see what everything looks like in the snow. Just a real quick video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay warm. See you in the next one. Bye.